this place. Wow, look at the water. That's so cool. Oh, there's my sign. Let me jump up here. Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. This is Vaughn, and welcome back to another episode on the Pixel League server. Things look a little strange right now, don't they? A little different, a little wavy, a little shiny, a little bright, sunny, yellow. What's going on? Well, for those of you who follow me on Twitter, I feel like I say that every episode. If you're not following me on Twitter, you should. And I know you're not all, because yesterday, I believe, I got 4,000 subscribers or followers on Twitter, and I have almost 13,000 subscribers on YouTube, so that's like 1/3 of you guys follow me. Oh man, I love the way the water looks. Anyway, on Twitter yesterday, I talked about installing the new mod pack Life in the Woods, and I'm playing that with shaders, and this is one of the shaders that I was using for that mod pack, and I thought I would see how it looked on Pixelmon, and it looks pretty cool. It's a bit much, don't you think? Like everything's yellowy, which is cool, but to me, like, this kind of yellow color is like an afternoon sun, and it's not. It's like brand new morning. Hey, a boss! Sweet! I will take you out right now, sir. And we've got our Eevee team still set up. Oh man, he looks really cool in the light. Like, I don't really like that model, but in this light he looks pretty good. Level 88, that's nice. The boss is not a very high level because I don't have Glaceon in our party right now. Our highest level guy is 68, so he's only going to be 20 levels higher, I think. So we just killed him. The wild Rattata fainted, and we got Echoed Voice, a Leppa Berry, and an aluminum hammer. You know what I think of that aluminum hammer? Good old aluminum hammer. Boom! There we go, in the water. Yeah, man, the water looks so cool. I don't know that I would like the sand. Like, the water looks really cool, but the sand looks so bright. I'm not sure how to, like, dim it a little bit. Like, oh god, it's like I need sunglasses. Look up at the sun. It's too bright. So it's like, what I would call it is the bloom. Like when you play a video game, anytime they have like really bright, like light, kind of glowy light, it's usually the bloom, and I feel like the bloom is too high. Now I also have some different shaders. This is called Silder's Vibrant Shader 1.3.zip. .zip. And it's a bit much. I like it, but it's a bit much. So I also have his basic shader, and unfortunately the basic shader doesn't have the water effect, but it's not quite as bright. Like the sand looks like sand, right? So, and then the leaves still kind of do like the wavy thing, but the water doesn't. The water still waves, but it's not reflective like it was. But it's also like the glowstone, or the quartz still is kind of like luminescent, like white, and the sun isn't as blindy. It still has some of like the same nice effects of the shader, but it doesn't have the blinding bloom. So I kind of like this one better. I do wish that it did have the water effect, because I really like the way that the water looks in the other one, but I like the fact that like the sand isn't like so blindingly bright. What do you guys think though? I mean, I don't know if I would keep it, and like when we were in the jungle last episode, I was still getting some frame rate lag from all of the leaves, so I don't think, I mean, like around my house where there's not as many leaves to render, it's not so bad, but I don't know what this is going to look like if I have to go into fast graphics. Does that look okay still? Oh yeah, it's not so bad. It still works. They look a little bit more like wobbly blocks instead of like leaves blowing in the wind. The grass still looks good. Ooh. I'm seeing through the world right there. That's kind of not good. Huh. That's weird. So it's like when I stand up here, I'm seeing, I guess the animation is not designed to show that way. I'm seeing through the world. That's kind of creepy. Anyway, that is a lot of me standing around talking about shaders, which has nothing to do with the series. So one of the things that, okay, I've been couple episodes ago. Let's go back while we're here. Let's keep it on fast until I clearly need. If you guys hate the shader, I will turn it off for next episode, but I figure it might be fun for this episode to just try it out. I've got a couple things. One, first of all, this changing room is really big, and the sauna is really small. And a lot of you, not a lot of you, but a couple of you don't like the sauna. And I can understand why, because it's pretty plain and boring. It's like, if you walked in here and you didn't know what this room was, I don't know for sure that you would know it was a sauna room. And I feel like I kind of called it in on this episode, or on this build. It just isn't quite what I want it to be. So, I don't usually do this, but I've been thinking about maybe... I mean, part of the reason that this room is so blah is that it's really small, and we had to make it even smaller by bringing in the walls, one on each side, so that we could have wooden walls on all the sides. But it makes it look pretty blah. And, like, the whole point of this build is that it's a resort. It's like a spa and sauna resort. Ooh, now we've lagged. I wonder why we suddenly got a big lag spike like that. Oh man, the ceiling looks really cool. It's like a whole new world. By the way, I should show you this other one. Well, I'll show it to you later. It's just another shader pack that I have on here. So anyway, what I'm thinking about doing possibly is tearing this room out. It wouldn't take long. And tearing out the changing room. Ooh, squeaky floor. Squeaky floor? Squeaky chair. Tearing out the changing room here. And putting the sauna in this room. And maybe just completely eliminating the changing room and putting something else over there. Or maybe somehow making that into a tiny little changing room. Because, like I said, this is a spa and resort. It's supposed to be like a really fancy resort area. And right now, like, the spa makes a lot of sense. That there would be a big spa. But, like, and then we've got a theater in that other room. And then we've got a giant changing room. Like, this is in prime retail location. And it's not a prime retail location thing. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have these two giant changing rooms, and it might make more sense to have that be a really fancy looking sauna. So I think that might happen. The real question is whether you guys want me to do it on camera or not. I will tear it down off camera, of course, but if you would like to see me rebuild the sauna on camera, let me know. And of course, if you think that's a terrible idea, let me know too, but I think it makes sense because this, yeah, I think it makes sense. It does make sense. So we're not going to do that this episode, but that might be something that we do in the future. What I want to do this episode is I've been kind of monitoring everybody else's channels, especially Beef's, trying to see if anybody has noticed the little trapdoors that I've left around some of the bases of the Rattatas, and as far as I can tell, nobody has noticed yet. So what I wanted to do today is I don't want to reveal it to anyone, like I don't want to message them on Skype and tell them to go look or anything. But I thought, at least for Beef, mainly for Beef because I know he still is playing regularly. He gets on pretty much every day or every other day. So I thought what we might do is just put a little redstone on the floor, kind of as a trail that he might notice. His is especially in a spot where it's a little harder to notice. Hello, Rhyhorn. Please prepare to die. Io probably needs to get a real heal job, but I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. Let's see if we can handle this texture pack as we walk through the forest over there. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a little redstone trail from, I think, probably his ladder door, like his ladder drop to the trapdoor. So let me get over there real quick. Here's the trapdoor. It's behind his tree, so, and it's pretty small. Like, honestly, it's pretty well blended. It would take a while for him to notice. And in many cases, I don't think I would necessarily care. Like, there wouldn't be any rush, but I want to reveal it, and I kind of want to give someone else the chance to do it, to like see it for themselves. So we're gonna just kind of give him a little bit of a help, so that I thought about using string, but I wanted to make sure he saw it. Now I could put string anyway, but I think, oh yeah, see, we're starting to lag now that we're in the forest area. I think, now let's see, will it work better if we go into fast graphics now? Okay, I killed the swaddle off camera, and I switched us back to just fast graphics because there's a lot of leaves here, and I think that this is better. I did get a new computer, but it's actually kind of like an older computer, but it's still way better than the old computer that I had before. So that, is that a boss? Looks like, it's weird. Like, it looks kind of like a boss from here. This guy right here, Ghastly, looked like a boss to me. But I think it's just the fact that the shaders kind of make everything look a little bit red. And so he looked a little bit interesting. But anyway, this is going to be the way that he finds it, right? Because when you see this, this is obviously some sort of trail. Let's go this way instead, actually. And then he'll be like, what? You think that's too much? I mean, we could use string. String might be a little less obvious. I'm going to take this down. I don't think he cares. Nobody cares. And he hasn't mentioned it on camera, and it just looks terrible, so I'm going to take it down. The more important thing is to see that path. Should I get string and try string? I mean, that's really obvious. You couldn't miss that. Is this something? Glowstone. Oh, okay. Is that left over from his signs and stuff? Might be left over from his signs. You know, if we put string at... I just don't know that he would follow the string. He might just think somebody had trolled him with like one piece of string. We'll leave the glowstone. Or we'll leave the redstone. It's a bit much. It's a bit obvious, but I think it gets the point across. So that's that. Hopefully he will notice this time. I just think he doesn't... I don't know. I don't think he noticed. I don't think he would ever notice the other one. Like, maybe if this was like a server that was going to be around for years and years and years, but it's probably... I mean, it might be around for years and years and years, but I'm doubtful about that. Hey, Lampin, I want to destroy your face. Can I destroy you? I should probably use my Lilith, right? I feel like Lilith still does not have a great moveset. Like, Mean Look seems like it doesn't do damage. Does it do damage? Mean Look on Lampin. It had no effect. I would think that he would do damage. I don't know. Anyway, he's gone now. Suck it, Lampit. But yeah, I would like to get all of my EVs to have better movesets. In fact, I should probably go over the movesets that I have so you guys can look through it. That one guy that keeps saying that you left a bunch of really good movesets on a previous episode that I had to delete, like, it's gone, man. I don't have that moveset anymore because I deleted the episode. I'm sorry. It sucks. But, and I don't expect you to retype them all out if you don't want to, but they are gone. So, I wanted to show you guys over there. It looks like, I think it's the Jaren. I'm not for sure, but that ugly house has started to turn into like an actual house now. Of course, I don't have a flying guy on my party right now, so we can't go up there and see, but it does look like a little bit of progress has been made, and there's like a bed and a chest here, which leads me to believe that people are starting... What are you doing in front of me? Get out of my way. Hey, if you don't get out of my way, I'm gonna kill you. Flareon is in a battle. That's not true. Oh no, why are you over here? What are you doing over here? Are you confused? Oh jeez. This mod is so glitchy sometimes. I retrieved Lilith. Can I not attack this guy? That Pokemon is already in a battle. Okay, never mind then. We'll just... I want to go in here though. I want to see. Is this just somebody's like path down to the ground? What is that? A Joltik? Hello, tiny Joltik. Sucks to be you. Yeah, he was probably gonna go caving and has no idea that there's pretty much no empty caves at spawn. This is a terrible thing. Why did you have that random... I mean, I'll put it back. I just don't know why you had it there. Whatever. Yeah, let me head back to my base, and I don't know what we're gonna do this episode. We're gonna find something to do. Well, we do have 39 levels, so it's not like we need another hammer or another pick, but we could make one and enchant it. I mean, why not? Like, since we don't need armor on this server, I have so many diamonds. I have 31 blocks of diamonds. Like, what else am I gonna use these for? So let's... Did I just throw those on the ground? Are they in my inventory still? They're fine. So let's make a hammer, or I mean, we could make something crazy. I do not like my axe. My axe is really useless. Sharpness 4 axe. It's like, that is not... I'm a professional. So, one of the things that I've been working on, in addition to, I mean, I mentioned the whole Life in the Woods thing. I'm actually going to be making a Life in the Woods server. I've been thinking about doing it like single player, and I had started off doing that originally, and then I kind of thought, like there's trade-offs. Like, there's good reasons to have a single player server, or a single player world, and good reasons not to. For one, when you have a single player world, you don't have to worry about the login servers going down, you don't have to worry about the servers going down, you don't have to worry about any like other players, you don't have to worry about somebody else corrupting your world, you don't have to worry about anything like that. You can just play. Even if your internet's out, you can still record. So there's a lot of good reasons to have a single player world, but there's some bad reasons too, because you're by yourself, and so if you build something really cool, nobody can ever come over and see it. There's no chance for collaboration, and it's lonely. You can sometimes, like, I would have no problem doing a single player world, but you can lose inspiration sometimes by yourself. And if you've already got, well, I mean, another reason is if you've already got a multiplayer server, it might be nice to have a single player world just for the variation, but it might also not be. So anyway, I have a single player world that I'm planning on starting up very soon, and so I kind of didn't want to have like two single player worlds. I would rather do Life in the Woods on a server. So I'm going to start up a server. I've asked a couple people if they're interested in joining, and I've gotten 2 yeses and maybe some other well, I've technically got 3 yeses and me, so that would be 4 people so far. And I might, you know, test around and see if other people want to join it or whatever, and see how it goes. And I'm really excited about it. Hopefully next weekend it'll go up. Let's see what we got. A Fortune 2 pick. What a waste. But we do have another Fortune 2 pick. I mean, is that even worth anything? Like, you saw in the chest we had another Fortune 2 pick, so I could combine them and have a Fortune 3 pick. Hey, a boss! Poor Beef was like, it's so hard to find bosses these days. Well, that's because they're all hanging out at my house. Okay, now Luxio, that's electric, right? I think? Honestly, I don't know. But I would think that electric would be weak to grass. I should know these things. I know you guys are probably raging at me right now. Whatever. We're gonna leaf blade you. Apparently, you ran? What the heck just happened there? Why? Are you bugging out again? Don't bug out. Really? Okay. That was weird. Okay, well, whatever. Then we'll use Lilith. I think he used Roar and, like, made me go away. We'll just go back to Titan. Hopefully you don't run. Don't run! I'll kill you! Don't run! There you go. Leaf Blade. Luxio died. And we got a Diamond Hammer. That's not a great drop, but it is better than an aluminum hammer. That is for sure. And it makes me glad that I didn't just make a hammer and enchant it. What were we gonna do? We were going over here for some reason. Oh, because we got the Fortune 2 diamond pick. I mean, a Fortune 3... Ooh, that made a noise, I'm sorry. A Fortune 3 diamond pick would be useful for someone new like the Jaren, who probably doesn't have one yet. I just don't know that he would want to trade it. How many levels would it be to combine these? 17. I'm never going to use, like, 2 Fortune 2 picks, so I might as well. Or I could just give them both to him and be like, Merry Christmas, when you get 17 levels, you can combine them yourself. I don't really want to. So that was a bit of a waste, and we still have 10 levels, so nothing there. Gosh, I feel like we haven't done anything this episode, and I don't really know what else to do. I will tear down those rooms off camera, I think. I really just want to look at everything. Everything looks so cool. I kind of want to, like, walk around and, like, see what everybody's builds look like with the texture pack. Or, it's not a texture pack, it's a shader. It's a shader. There is some glitchiness. Do you see the glitchiness running through the water right now? Oh, that's weird. I don't know why. And it only seems to happen on this texture pack, like I keep saying texture pack, it's not a texture pack, shader. Like the basic shader, which should be more compatible, seems to be the one that glitches out. It doesn't happen when I use the super fancy one. Even when we're on fast graphics. Man, that water looks so good. Someday I will have a better computer where I can just always use the shaders. Although, like I said, the bright sun and like the kind of blinding some of the stuff, like the sand especially, is not cool. Although, one of the really neat things is when you hold a torch, it like it illuminates as you hold the torch, like where you walk. Like, how cool is that? How cool is that? It's really useful when you're in a cave or something. Anyway, let me figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of this episode, and I'll bring you guys right back. Walking into a wall. So I thought of something. I don't know you guys are gonna like this. I think it's a good idea. So last episode, we got the entire EV team from level 60 to level 65 or higher. And we did that legitimately in the swamp. So what about if today we got everybody from 65 to level 70 via rare candies? Eh? What do you think of that? I have enough apples, and I have enough sugar. I know I have enough glowstone. The question is, do we have enough gold? But I think we do. I'm going to make 30. Let's put 2 of these away. Doot doot. Okay. I'm pretty sure I haven't used much of my gold for anything, so I should have... Yep, we got 30 blocks, so that should be more than enough, because each block is enough to make an apple with 1 gold bar left over. So, let's do this. Is this a terrible idea? I mean, in a way it feels a bit like a waste of money when you're doing them on kind of lower level Pokemon. It feels a little bit of a waste because it's like you should use them like when I used it on Callisto and I got him to level 100, you know, it was like it would have taken so long to get some of those levels, whereas like it's not so hard to get from level what level are we at? Level 65 to level 66 or something, but whatever. We're gonna do it this way because what else am I gonna use all this gold for? So we're gonna make 30 gold apples. We've still got, I'm glad that I did not just make a bunch of gold pants. Okay, so 30 gold apples. And I think this is all you do, is 30 glowstone and sugar. Yep. So now we're going to have 30 rare candies. Sweet. Now that should be enough to get, if I give each guy 5, right? Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then just 2 for Titan. So that's actually, we only actually need, what, 22? Whatever. We're going to do it. Let's start with the top, though. Let's shoot you out. That's the R button. Flareon. Level 1. Alright, level 66. Teehee. Level 70. Great. Okay, put you away. Go to Jolteon. Jolteon. Level 66. I'm very happy to get these guys all to level 70. I feel like it'll be time very soon to destroy people. Actually, I don't know if we'll be able to destroy people because I suck still. What? That guy just came into my house. Hi! Next is Enceladus. Vaporeon! Stop derping around. Level 66. 14,000 XP. 14,000 XP. Alright, level 70 for you. Right? Yep. Next up, Ganymede. Is this cheating? I don't know. Reassure me that it's not cheating. 67. 70. Woo! Fantastic. And the last guy, Lilith, who still probably needs a new move set. You know, we'll do that next. I'll show you guys what all of the move sets are for everybody right now, and then you guys can tell me if I should change anything or improve anything. 69 and 70. Great. And now we still have 2 extra... No, we have 3 extra rare candies, right? Everybody's level 70. Cool. Should I... I'll hang on to these. Maybe I'll give them to someone. Well, who are, like... Of the... Maybe we'll give them to Torterra. I do like Torterra. I'm trying to kind of level him up a little bit. Yeah, we'll give him to him. Level 67. 69, whatever. It's close enough. Now he is a good contender as well. That makes me happy. Cool. What level is Willow? It's 49. I should level Willow some more. These are kind of like the Pokemon that I like. I don't really like you. I don't know why you're in this list. You're cool, but I just don't really use you a lot. You should actually be probably up here with these guys, where these are like ones that I like, but I'm not going to really probably use in battle. You probably are in that category too. Whereas I like these guys, and I would consider them part of like my non-EV main team, I guess, if that makes sense. Arya, what level is Arya now? 46. Yeah, I want to level her and Willow some, so maybe we'll do that next episode. We also still need to get a Pygmy Stantler. Oh yeah, so let me show you the move sets, and then maybe we'll call it an episode. I know we haven't done a whole lot today, but you know, sometimes we have episodes that are a little different than other episodes. So Lava Plume, Fire Fang, Flare Blitz, and Last Resort. I more or less like his move sets are pretty good. Fire Fang is the one that I feel could probably be upgraded, and possibly Last Resort, although I actually do tend to use Last Resort on him. But feel free to make another suggestion. Next up, Jolteon. Double Kick. I like it because it's not electric, and it's nice to have a non-electric move, but I feel like there's probably a better non-electric move that he could learn. I just don't know if there's TMs for it. Thunder Wave, Discharge, and Thunder. Thunder and Thunder Wave I like pretty well. Discharge works pretty decent because it causes paralysis, which is also nice, but I'm always willing to upgrade and change these around. Titan, Gnarleafeon, Leaf Blade, Synthesis, Razor Leaf, and Grass Whistle. Grass Whistle is the only one that I don't use a lot, but it can be useful for putting a Pokemon to sleep, especially when I'm trying to catch them. So, willing to update these, though. My cat wants out. 1 second. Seamless transition! Next, we've got our Vaporeon. We've got Tail Whip, which I never use, ever, so I don't even remember having that on there. So give me something to replace that with. Water Gun, Water Pulse, and Aqua Ring. You know what? I've got a Scald TM, and I bet Scald on him would be really good. We're going to do that. And then if you guys have other things to suggest, we can do that. Ganymede has the Psychic, Morning Sun, Future Sight, and Last Resort. I like Psychic, and Morning Sun is good for healing him. Future Sight can be useful, but sometimes it's too slow. Last Resort I would be willing to change out, so feel free to make some suggestions on him. And then especially on him, I feel like Mean Look, I don't like at all. I mean, the target is unable to flee. Like, I don't even know why I have this. Moonlight is nice for healing myself. Confuse Ray is good for catching Pokemon. And Feint Attack is pretty much the only one that I actually use to fight with, and it's not even very good. So please give me some updates here. Let me show you my TM chest as well, so you guys kind of have an idea of what we've got to work with. I think I've got pretty much one of everything. There's the Ice Beam that I might give to Beef. Skydrop, Aerial Ace, Acrobatics, Pluck. So let's see. These are the electric ones, so I could put one of these on the... Oh, we've got this one up here, Wild Charge. We could put one of those on Jolteon. Trick Room, Dream Eater, Ally Switch, Rest, Psychic, Telekinesis, Light Screen, Calm Mind, Psyshock. So I feel like some of those could go on Espeon. Roar, Hidden Power, Hyper Beam, Frustration, Safeguard, Protect, Double Team. Yeah, I think some of these are really dumb, and some of these might be useful. I don't know what a lot of them do. Swords Dance, I've heard, is pretty good. I've never used. Flash Cannon, Substitute. And then we've got, those were kind of all those white ones. And then we've got, over here, we've got our fire ones. So I think we could put one of these potentially on Flareon if we need to. Bulk Up, Brick Break, Low Sweep, Focus Blast, Rock Smash, U-Turn, Struggle Bug, X-Scissor, Rain Dance. Yeah, we do have a Scald. So, of these, like, should I put... I've heard Scald is really good, because Scald to me is like the water version of Brine, I think, which is what my Empoleon has. I could put Scald on, but I don't know what Rain Dance does, so I'd have to look that up, or if you guys want to tell me which one of those is better to put, or maybe I should put both of them on, I don't know. We've got Earthquake, we've got 2 Earthquakes, which is nice. Dig, Bulldoze, we've got Venos Shock, Solar Beam, I had a Toxic, which I used on Callisto, Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball, Grass Knot, Poison Jab. I've heard Energy Ball is pretty good. I don't know which Pokemon can use those. Rock Slide, Stone Edge, Rock Polish. Yeah, these are all rock ones. And then we've got what? Snarl, Payback, Shadow Claw. These are what? Dark? Fling, Squash, Thief, Torment, Shadow Ball, Taunt, and Hone Claws. Do I have 2 Shadow Balls? Do I have... There's a Shadow Ball here. Did I see another Shadow Ball? Snarl, Payback. I thought I saw... Maybe I'm just dreaming things up. So Shadow Ball, I feel like I could probably put on Lilith, right? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at your move set. How do I do that again? Oh, MK. Hi. No. There. This. So move set. Yeah, he's got Faint Attack, Confused Ray, Moonlight, and Mean Look. So I feel like I could probably easily replace Mean Look with Shadow Ball, and possibly replace Faint Attack and Mean Look with different movesets. So yeah, for sure, pick one of the guys, or pick 2 of the guys, and just give me some improvements. I feel like some of them are in pretty good condition, but some of them probably could stand to be leveled up quite a bit. Hi guy. Let me know what you think of the shiny texture or shader pack. I don't think I'm going to use the shader pack for the long term. I just thought it would be fun for one episode to kind of show you guys and how cool my place looks. Let's see again. Yeah, it looks neat. It looks good. Man, it makes everybody look like, to me, that Arbok up there looks like a boss. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. F5. And now I have to turn around and make sure that he's not an actual boss. I was like, where's my bar? Ah! Firo! Get out of my face! Well, we did fight 2 bosses. I mean, despite this not being like a very intensive episode, we found 2 bosses just derping around my house. What am I doing here? We're just gonna pillar up here to see if that's a boss. I don't think it is, but he looks... It is a boss. Is it? Are you a boss? You are a boss. Aren't you a boss? You are totally a boss. I'm amazing. Because that one's not a boss. Okay. Okay. When we still have... Well, we're going to confuse you. I don't know why. We're just going to confuse you. And now we're going to switch to see. Poison. I don't have like a rock or steel. So let's go over to grass because he's the most powerful. Well, I guess they're all level 70 now. I was going to say he's the most powerful, but he's not anymore. They're all level 70. Use Leaf Blade. Was not very effective. Okay. Fire? Let's try fire. Fire seems like it should hurt. Flare Blitz? No, let's use... yeah, let's use Lava Plume. Does that hurt? That hurts a little bit. Acid. Ouch. But I'm not doing any... You're not doing any damage to me. I'm amazing. Bye-bye! Sucks to be you. Arbok is hurt by its burn. Let's see what we get. Ooh, another Diamond Hammer, Sunstone, and an Everstone. Nothing terribly exciting there, but not too bad. Hello, regular. I'm glad I went and checked. That would be the one reason definitely not to use shader packs, is like it becomes very hard to know if something is a boss. Whereas I would have probably very easily have known if I didn't have the shader pack. Although I guess eventually you would get used to it and it would be easier to tell because you would be used to it. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode. Did MK not say hi back to me? How mean. How rude. Dang you, MK. I said hi to you. What are you doing? She's probably live streaming. I don't know what to take for our screenshot today. You know what? We'll just do one in front of the old... We'll do like a nice shader shot. A nice shader. Man, I can't believe we saw 3 bosses just around my house. That's kind of crazy. But cool. Oh, you know what we need to do, though? We need to go back into fancy mode. Video settings, fast. Or fancy graphics. There we go. You know what? We're not really under construction anymore. Let's take that down. And we will stand right here. And we will F5 it. F5 and F1 it. Oh, yeah. That looks good. That looks so good. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. My name is Vaughn. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!